Hi, welcome to Making All the Plans. I'm Connie, and if we haven't met before, I'm a busy mom of two active kids, and both my husband and I have full time careers. My goal is to share with you how I stay on top of all life throws at me in one planner so that you might be able to do the same. So I have my weekly packet, and I have these really pretty florals and some little animals, and they are from Clip Art Charm Company off of Etsy. I will link that shop down below. And then I have my weekly planner packet that is based off the HB90 method planner. We are in week 48 of this year, which I am just, it's blowing my mind that we are almost to December. So this is the weekend or the week of November 25th through December 1st, which also means that it is Thanksgiving week and it's almost time to decorate for Christmas. To be honest, if I weren't sitting in a hotel room right now waiting for a soccer tournament game, I would be at home decorating for Christmas. So I grabbed some skinny washi tape in brown and orange, and I think that I'm going to run the brown and the orange across the bottom of the page and then maybe across the top of the page as well. I have decided that this bottom left box I don't really use as a grocery list because it's usually up on the side of the fridge where the whole family can add to it as necessary. So it seems a little silly for me to then copy it into my planner when usually I grab the list off of the side of the refrigerator and then order the groceries. So it's a little redundant and time wasteful in order to copy it down in yet another place. So I did go ahead and put down the brown and the orange, and I'm looking at it and not liking it, but I'm hoping that the florals will pull it all together. But being in Ohio, brown and orange to me represent the Browns. And granted, I am a Bengals fan, but I don't really want either the Bengals or the Browns colors on my page. I'm not a huge NFL football fan, but if you forced me to pick a team, it would be the Bengals. So I think I'll pull up this orange. It was just a little much, but I do like the brown, so I will leave that there and then I will start layering my florals over top. I also decided that I didn't really want to use the box colors that I had put together for this spread, so I am just grabbing some black boxes instead. And I could have gone on a hunt for brown boxes. I'm sure I have some in my drawer in one of my sticker books, but I wanted to just get the spread going and not spend more time hunting for images or boxes. So I did drop in that floral. I decide I don't really like the placement of where I put the floral and the box. So when I grab this deer, there just isn't enough room for him. So I am grabbing my undo so that I can get those stickers up and move them over so there is a little bit more room for the deer. And I've mentioned this in the past, but it does take a minute for the undo to dry, and I will edit that out so that we don't have to watch it dry. So I will just move this cluster over a little bit to the left so that I have room to put the deer in. And I probably could have moved everything over a little bit more to the right, but it's fine the way it is. I just thought the deer was a little bit wider than that, but I should have put that whole cluster down together so that I could have had the spacing correct. So I am grabbing this booklet that is just a conglomeration of a lot of other sticker books. Most of them had like 8 sheets in them. This particular one, I had 3 copies of the same book because I liked having those quotes at my fingertips. So I just consolidated them all into one. I will continue to flip through and then I will get to a book that I pulled apart because I only liked some of the stickers. So this is the book, the Hustle and Heart sticker book. Not sure if it's available. If I can find it, I will link it. But I kept the stickers that I thought I might use, and I got rid of the rest, or some of the ones that I had used already that were partially used sticker sheets, but I knew I wouldn't use the rest of them. I went ahead and let those go. But I do like these quotes, and originally I thought that I would cut off all that tan goldish color that's around it and just use the quotes. That's why I kept it. But I think it actually fits well with the stickers that I've chosen. So this particular one says good things are coming, and my goal is to use up as many of these quotes as I can. So to finish off this page, I am just going to run a little bit of the washi tape up at the top of the page, just to bring a little bit of that up towards the top. I don't like having all my decor in one area of the page if I can help it, so just a little bit of that skinny washi at the top. And I have misplaced my washi tape cutter. I am sure it is sitting at my desk somewhere, but I'm going to go ahead and just use my ruler until it turns up. Hopefully it will. And then once I finish this page, we will move on to the tasks page. And I'll start by decorating this important notes section. I don't use this for anything other than noting what big things are happening during the week so that I give myself grace if I don't get all of the tasks completed that I was hoping to get completed. But I'll start by laying down the skinny washi tape at the bottom of the box, and then I'll run a little bit on the side of the box as well so that it crisscrosses right there in the corner before bringing those same elements from the front page into this spread. And I just like to create those little clusters. Normally, my favorite clusters are a floral of some sort, and then an image of some sort, and a quote of some sort. And those three pieces really bring the cluster together. And then I like to use washi tape to ground everything. So I feel like that washi tape grounds the floral, and then the floral and the box are touching. So then they are not just floating out in space. I will grab my pen and write in the date and the week just so I don't forget. I tend to forget to carry that onto this page, even though I do like having it here. And then I will grab another little animal and decide where I want it on the page. I debated on whether I wanted to tuck it down in the corner instead, but to me that didn't really make sense, partially because I do hole punch the right side of this particular page, and also that is really where the tasks are going. And even though I don't write that many tasks each week, I do think that it's important to leave that functional space open in case it's needed. And even though I had assumed I would end up putting this owl on top of the box, I did fight it and just continue to make sure that it didn't feel better in a different area on this box. So eventually I do come to my senses and decide it needs to sit on top of the box. I will go in and trim off the excess white area as well as some of the floral, just so it will sit tighter on that box. And these are my Tim Holtz scissors. I love how much control I have with them. The thing I don't like is they tend to leave a bit of a serrated edge to the cut. And so if you're just trying to make something a straight line, sometimes those serrated edges aren't exactly the look that you want. So I will save this bear for something else, and then I will grab another one of those quote stickers from the Hustle and Heart sticker book. And this one just says, "Get your hustle on," and very appropriate for this page. And I debated on whether or not I would just leave that area open or if I wanted to put another box in. So I am going to grab my box stickers and put another one in. When I originally laid this one down, I wasn't thinking about the one that was already there. And again, I was worried that I was trying too hard to make it match. So then if it didn't match, it would look weird. So I decided to pull it back up, and then I will put it up a little bit higher so it doesn't look like I was trying to put it in line with the other one. The question is, what did I want to group with that? And I am looking for which florals I would like to group with the other box. And I also debated on whether or not to put another one of those cute little animals in, but I am going to hold off for right now, and we may come back and revisit that later. On the second sheet of my tasks page, that is where I put all the post-its from my HB90 notebook. So here's where I list all the tasks, but really the first step that I take is moving all the post-it notes over to this dot grid page for the week. So anything that didn't get completed the previous week that I need to move over will get moved over, and then I will go through my HB90 notebook and move any tasks from there over to this page as well. Then I have a visual of all of the post-its that need to be completed, but then I copy them over to the tasks page. And if you watch any of my part 2 videos for my weekly spreads, I like to do it this way because then that page that has the list of tasks can be laid next to my weekly planner. Previously, it used to be on the back of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so I would constantly have to flip back and forth. So that's why it is out of order, but this is really the first page that I hit when I'm starting to work through my tasks for the week. So I am grabbing this cute little raccoon and a floral sticker, pairing it with two of my boxes, and then again with that skinny washi tape that crosses in the corner. And I didn't think that I would like these cutesy animals, but I'm really liking having something to group along with my florals that are in coordinating colors. For my weekly spread, I'm going to take the skinny washi tape again and use it to split up my hourly area with my task list area. Because this is the skinny washi tape, I feel like I can put it here instead of having to put it outside of the border of the calendar because it will not take up very much of the functional space. I do try to put 3 clusters throughout this spread, and it's up for debate where I'm going to put them this week since Thursday for sure I don't need to be writing any plans. And then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it will also be very low key and probably not any plans unless we are local. I don't think I'll be driving anywhere since we are in Cincinnati currently and we have to go and do another soccer tournament the weekend after Thanksgiving. So we have one weekend off and I'd prefer to not have to go anywhere for it. So I'm going to work on this bottom corner of the sidebar, and I'm going to use one of those quote stickers again. This says, "You can do amazing things." I'm going to group another little animal with it, forest creature, whatever you want to call it, as well as another floral. And then I will also grab another black box that we can put it together with and just ground the whole cluster. That is as soon as I can get the floral image up off the sticker paper. So we'll get this little cluster down and then we will work on the next one. I'm thinking putting one on Wednesday and then one in the bottom right hand corner on the right hand side page. That's what's going through my head right now. We'll see how it ends up and how it ends up looking. So let's go ahead and work on the cluster on Thursday. Again, I'm not worried about it. Thanksgiving for us is just our family at home this year. We are just chilling out and probably putting up Christmas decorations. So it is fine if I cover up part of Friday. I do try to white out the hours that aren't being used with my Sakura Jelly Roll pen, but it is not working, so I will grab my Tombow Mono correction tape and use that instead. I really just need to get one of those new white Jelly Roll pens, but hopefully Black Friday it'll be on my shopping list. So I'm going to group this deer with another black box, and then I will figure out what else I want to put in with this grouping. Does it need a floral since the deer has those leaves around it? or do I want to just leave it as it is? I do think that I want to use one of the quote stickers. This one says, "You are worth it all." And I do want to tuck it under the deer a little bit and it's not coming up. So again, I will use my undo and use that just to pull up the edge just a little bit so that I can tuck this quote underneath. I will go ahead and white out the line that is behind this particular quote just so the text doesn't overlap with the numbers of Friday. It does take me a couple of tries to get it lined up so that the deer's ear is not covering any of the quote words. And using wax paper is helpful in situations like this, but I always forget about wax paper until I've already gotten one of the images down. But if I had used the wax paper, I would have been able to lay out all the images and then just transfer it as a whole cluster to Thursday. I did decide to add a few florals around the box just to fill in some of the white space between the box and the quote to bring that all together as one cluster. I'm just going to take some of these individual florals and cut off the stems so that I can put them flush up against the box and then overlap them a little bit to fill in that white space and make it look like it's all one cluster. So I like how this cluster ended up. I'm happy with what's in the sidebar. Now I need to put one more cluster on the page, and I'm thinking that the best place to do that is in the Sunday task area. I am thinking that Sunday will be spent mostly doing Christmas decor setup and things like that around the house. So I think I'm okay with covering up that area on this particular weekend. But we're going to pull those same components as we have in all of the other clusters. So we're going to start with this floral image, and I'm debating on Saturday or Sunday. Really, any of the days are fine. I will just write all of my making all the plans tasks on one day and check them off as I go along. I also do daily planning, so if it's not perfect on the weekly, it's okay. I am dropping in this box on Sunday, and which is making me think that I'm going to have to drop a box in the sidebar cluster as well. But let's go ahead and get one of these cute woodland animals down in this cluster as well as a quote. I went with the raccoon here, and then I am so excited that we are going to be using the last quote sticker on the sheet from the Hustle and Heart sticker book. I still have a few other stickers left, but whenever I finish a full sheet of stickers, I get pretty excited and happy. The other win is that I actually came across those stickers when I could use them. I think they fit the theme and go with the mood and the feel great. So I am very, very glad that I stumbled across them on this particular day. But let's go ahead and find that last quote sticker, and it just says, "Trust your heart." And it does end up covering up Saturday and Sunday. But again, I'm okay with that. I will either move the task list up to that hourly area, or I will just write all the tasks that I want to get done over the weekend on Thursday and Friday, and then work through those as time allows. So here I am ripping off the sticker sheet. I will move that little cluster of whatever it is over to another page just in case I need it for something. And since I do still have a few other stickers from that sticker book, I will go ahead and keep it. Will I use it? Probably not, but I never thought I would use these quote stickers either, so I am glad that I kept those. I did end up ripping another sticker sheet, and I have, I don't even know what they're called, but they go on paper so that when you put paper in a binder, they don't rip. So I will go ahead and doctor that up. And then here I am realizing that I do need to add a black box so that everything looked balanced. And I don't mind covering up part of Monday because I know that not only do I need to make a trip to the Apple store to drop off my daughter's phone for repair, that evening I will also have to go pick it up. And she wants to do some shopping while we are there, which means that I will have limited time to work on anything other than, I'll call it the phone project. Then I'll just flip through my sticker sheets, seeing if there is anything else that I want to drop in on my spread for the week. I think I will grab another floral and put it down next to the box on Monday just to incorporate it a little bit more. And then I thought maybe one more, and I will cut down the stem again so that it does not get in the way. And I have really learned my style, although I try to not do my style, I'll say, every week. I do love florals above all other decor, but my formula really is washi tape and boxes. Those are bases with florals, some other object, and then some quote stickers. So this is my planner for this week. I hope that everybody has a great ending to their November and a great start to their December. If you like this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!